Ay serenali nemere sayette tu sayado Ados tu
As I promised, I got my buddy here, Andy, the Chicken Man Rossano. He's from New Jersey, and as I told you, he's a retired butcher, old school butcher. And first off, Andy, where did you grow up in Italy?
Provincia di Caserta, Santa Maria la Fossa.
There you go. There you go. That's where he grew up. And,
That's where I grew up.
And you arrived where, in New Jersey or New York?
In 1953, me, my mother, my brother, we arrived in New York
under the Statue of Liberty.
Under the Statue of Liberty.
Right. And when you worked at this butcher shop, you got yourself from the bottom all the way to the head of the butcher shop.
Well, first of all, I started with the grocery store, deli, and then I learned how to be a butcher. 2 guys from Harrison.
That's Harrison, New Jersey.
Harrison, New Jersey. And I learned how to be a butcher. I was with that company 12 years. I was a meat manager, assistant meat manager. And then I worked with, wind up with King Supermarket for 28 years. Also, in my home, I create a dairy process. And I did that for 25 years. Now I'm 85. I think I got to take it easy a little bit.
but you were kind enough to come over and show me.
Be glad to show you. It's not easy to do a butchery. If you don't know what you're doing, it's very hard to learn.
But we're going to try.
Okay.
All right.
I will teach him more or less the way I do operation. And see, my pigs, I grow my pigs at 250 pounds. And I have somebody butcher them. And then I pick them up and I cut them up.
So you have someone
slaughter
the pigs, and then you pick them up and you cut them up.
Right.
Now, for me, Andy, this is going to be like I have my driver's permit, and my uncle gets in the car with me and says, "Look, Stupito, you're driving horrible. You got to do it this way." So this is what this is going to be.
This is what we're going to do.
This is what this is going to be. So I'm not gonna get all sensitive when Andy tells me you're doing it wrong. We're here to learn. Okay. So with that being said, what's the first thing I should do?
Well, the first thing you should do, start from here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just pull this down up to here.
Yep.
Okay. And then what do? You mark how long you want your pork chops. Okay, you just mark.
Yep.
And then you leave it 3 ribs.
So I'm leaving 3 ribs up by the
3
shoulders.
Ribs about the shoulder, or either 2. Don't matter.
2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. You could do 2, or you could do 2. And then you take the spare ribs off the bacon.
Right.
Off the bacon. So maybe it's going to be a little hard. You got to take your time to do that, because you got to make a cut this way, where the rib is, where the bone is.
Right.
And you start from here. You pull to you, next to your body, and you go close to the rib with the knife, and make sure you don't ruin the bacon.
All right. So we'll get to that, but let's get started here. So the first thing you want me to do is down by the ham.
Yeah.
Pull up this little bit of skin.
A little bit down up to here.
Okay. All right. So why don't you step back so I don't cut you with a knife. All right. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to lift this up. And when Andy's telling this is just like at the bottom of the belly, and it's this pointed piece of meat that comes right towards the ham. So lift it up like that.
Right. Okay. Now what are you going to do? Take this fat out.
All right.
Clean all that fat out of it. This way you can see the ribs.
Okay, so inside the pork, the inside of the pig, there's a layer of fat laying here.
Right.
Actually, this fat's really good for rendering down, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna remove all the fat. I cut through, right?
Cut through.
Okay. All right. So I'm removing the ham from the loin. All right. So there's that.
There's the legs are removed.
Okay. The legs removed.
Okay.
All right. So now we move this over. And now what do you want me to do?
Okay, now go here.
Okay, that's in between after the second rib.
The second rib, go all the way down, cut this bone.
Yep.
And then you go across this way.
Okay, all right.
Up to here.
Okay.
This is a meat.
Okay.
This is a loin.
Right.
Okay? And you don't go no more than that, man. You're going to go, this is the left rib right here.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
You're going to go ding, and then you lift the rib.
Okay. So I'm going to make an incision with my knife.
Right.
After the second rib, straight down till I come to that bone along the breast. And then I'm going back to my saw. And I'm just going to follow that line where I made.
Don't cut this.
Don't.
No.
Don't cut this. Oh, just cut this. Yeah. Okay. All right. So he didn't want me to cut the spine.
That's good.
Okay.
Now take your knife. Take your saw, cut it this way. Don't move that.
Okay, no more of this. All right, now take the saw. So you want me to do with the saw here?
You're doing wrong with the saw.
I'm doing wrong with the saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
The saw, when you use the saw,
right,
you go smooth.
Right.
Like, you know.
Right, I get
like
it.
This, okay?
Yeah.
See the way it goes?
Yeah.
See,
that's 84 years of knowledge. 86.
86.
Excuse me. I took 2 years off you.
So this is the way you go.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Okay?
All right.
See if it's cut. Just see if it's cut all the way through.
Okay.
Make
I got
sure
a
the
little.
bone is cut.
I got a little more to do here.
Okay.
The ribs is always a challenging part of the pork breakdown process. It just wants to fight you. And as Andy said, you gotta just take your time. So there's the belly. Reassemble this animal. I'm going shoulders and the leg. So remove the shoulders, remove the loin, remove the leg, and now we're down to the belly. Now, when taking off this ribs, there's a decision, and it's It's not bad either way, whatever you decide. But do you leave the meat, the majority of the meat, on the ribs, or do you leave it on the belly? So in this particular case, I'm going to err on leaving the meat on the belly, because this is a small pig. It only hanging weight, which means after you gut it, it was 100 pounds. Normally the pigs I'm working on are close to 300 pounds. So there's a big difference there.
There's a belly, right.
I got to get rid of that skin. It's not much belly on this thing.
I know, that because it's
Small
the
pig.
Small pig, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll roll the belly up.
Watch your knife.
All right. So we'll put that over there.
Okay. Take this off.
Take the skin off?
Take everything off.
Take everything.
The fat and everything.
Okay.
Are we still working on this?
We're still filming? Yeah, look at
okay.
you're still on that thing. You're a celebrity.
Celebrity. Oh, I gotta be in a movie. The Godfather.
I don't know if you'll be that famous.
I know.
But you'll be pretty famous. Right?
See, you're a left hand.
Yeah, I know. The nuns always slap me for being left-handed.
I know.
It was no good in school being left-handed, I can tell you that. All right, there's the skin.
Just kidding. Huh. Okay, now this here, take this little piece off here. Now
Okay.
you can use to grind them up. And this is your loin now. Now, when you cut this under the saw,
Yeah.
make sure it's chill.
Oh, chill it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if it's not chill, this thing is gonna go like, you know,
All right, so chill the loin down.
chill the loin down, and this way it cuts better.
Okay.
Cuts cleaner.
Uh-huh.
Because if you cut them like now, like this,
Yeah.
it's gonna give you like a lot of dust.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And or you could bone them out. You could bone them out.
I think I'll chill it.
Right. Okay. I get that.
All right, so now we're on to the shoulder.
This is the neck bone. Okay. Scoop this out
Okay, so remove the neck bone from the...
from the shoulder.
Do you want me to leave the foot on now or take it off now?
You can leave it out now because you can hold it.
You know, the thing about doing this, as you know, when you raise the pigs and then you're able to turn them into food, it makes you feel good, right?
Right. Right.
And you have your farm over there and you got your sheep and...
And listen, now, all the years I lived there, I used to have a lot of, when I first do deer process, I had like 15 deers in the garage hanging up. Rest in peace, my wife used to help me to wrap it.
So you had your wife out there working with you.
Yes.
She liked that?
Oh yeah, she liked it.
She like you?
Well, for 64 years.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. Then guess what?
What?
We're done.
You're done?
We're done.
All right.
Well, turn and face the camera so the people can
Hey,
see
we're
it.
done.
We're done.
I told him all right. I don't want him to think I hurt.
Many thanks, Andy. Come over here. Let me give you a come on over. Many thanks, my friend.
Thanks, man.
The other thing I want to do is